Hello, my name is Andreas and I am the founder of Kasi Socks. I actually grew up in the northern part of Namibia, Mangwena region, but then I moved to Walvisvai from a primary school from grade 2 up. I was staying in Tutaleni. At the time, Tutaleni had the reputation of the worst locations in Walvisvai in terms of economic lifestyle and standard. So I grew up in the last street, literally the last street of Tutaleni. I had a lot of friends growing up. I and my friends, whenever we come from school, 2013, 2014 there, we'll always just go, like, remove our clothes and go to eat soup at Promiseland. I remember my first mattress that I ever got, it was from Promiseland. I got my first mattress from Promiseland. We used to get clothes from Promiseland. Yeah, that was us growing up, basically. And in grade 10, COVID hit. When COVID hit, I was having an ice cream business at home. And it doesn't take you long to realize that selling ice cream in the coast is not really the best idea. Because it's cold like the whole time. I think my sister used to eat my ice cream because it wasn't just balancing, the numbers weren't balancing. There was a Zimbabwean man, which I met at the time. He said something about us Namibians being lazy. He said something about there's so much that we can do in our own country, but we don't do it. But he's a foreigner and he's already doing so much. He said it in a way that it was, we need to get serious. And for the week that went by, those words were literally in my mind. And mind you, Faditobi was like a big businessman in Tutaleni. He used to have like a car, bikes. He used to have like people working for him and everything like that. And he always used to count a lot of money. I always wanted to also somehow be like Faditobi. So after a week, I had a small Samsung Galaxy Trend Plus that I had. And my ice cream business was just gone. And I needed to do something. And it was COVID. My mom, them were locked in the north. But then it opened up a bit. Then my sisters went and I stayed and we got locked again. And I was just the only one in the house. So I needed money because I was alone in the house. It wasn't easy. So I put my phone up for sale. I was putting it on the market for 200. But then the buddy said he only has 150. I was really desperate. So I sold it for 150. I sold it like in the street and I ran back and Taritopi was home and I went in Taritopi's room and I was, Taritopi, here's my 150. I want to start. And Taritopi said, what do you want to start with? And I'm like, I don't know. I just want to start. Because most people think that I started selling socks because I love socks. Initially, that wasn't even the idea. I just needed money. I needed to do something. Something needed to be done because, no, I cannot live like this. And Dalidobi said, okay, let's start with something small. Let's start with something basic, which can also fit in your budget. For the first 3 to 4 batches of my socks, I didn't used to pay transport. Dalidobi used to order those socks for me from the Chinese and everything. He used to order for me. He plugged me. He gave me the connections. He used to pay transport for me. I got like a few Chinese pairs that were like 3 packs. I think 3 packs were 12 in each. It was a good starting block. As soon as they arrived like around 4, my first stock, and by 8 in the evening, the socks were already sold out. And I went to Tatobi, I sold everything. Tatobi's wife was like really surprised, like, what? You sold everything? I'm like, yeah, here's the money. It took me like another week because I had to wait for him to want to order something. He just can't order like 3 packs. So I had to wait for him to want to order something. Then he can also include my socks. And this next thing when it came, the same day again, I sold them out. And I had again to wait for him. And I kept doing that for like 3 to 4 months. I didn't used to take profits. As soon as I sell, I just, here's everything. I need more. And I take it and I give him, here's everything. I'm done. Until I saw I was at 300, 700, 900, 1,000, 1,200, 2,000. And I was just like doing that. And in the process, I'll take some $20 to buy bread because I was living alone. Buy bread, oros, and, just put some electricity on, but I wasn't thinking as to go buy me shirts or to go, I don't know, buy my favorite designer shoes or anything like that. Most people don't understand the role of a mentor in life or someone who like takes your hand and takes you there. That's what I thought they really did for me. People on the streets were literally like, make an IG account, bro. You want to check, then you just post the prices. Make the shirts, I'll buy a shirt. People started suggesting. And people started, but why aren't your socks branded though? And I'm like, guys, you're asking too much, bro. But then I stumbled on a video on YouTube about a guy in South Africa who actually like has a whole company of socks. And I was like blown away. Can someone really like buy a car out of socks? And that's when I started like doing more digging, and I saw this crazy industry of socks out there. Okay, I think I should really take this seriously. And that's where my journey started of actually trying to make everything more professional. In 2023, I came at NAST, and I was a first year student at NAST cybersecurity, and my NASFAF came. When my NASFAF came, the first thing that I could think of, because it came like a sum. It didn't come like now they came like Porsche. It came like a whole sum. And the first thing that I could think of is just get my own custom socks. A lot of things could have gone wrong. A lot of things. But by God's grace, I think I put like 13K in, and I got like my first few pairs. And it was, it was amazing. It was amazing. It was the best decision that I ever took. Most people don't actually know Madam Jamie, who I will not leave out of this story. She's the manager of a soup kitchen in Walvis Bay called the Promiseland Soup Kitchen. And there was an event that Promiseland was organizing, and they invited me there to put up a stand and everything. When I was there, a few people from the Godwana team was also there. And Madam Jenny literally grabbed my hand from where I was standing, and she said, come, I want to introduce you to someone. And she introduced me to the Godwana K Trust team. In 2023, at the point we were not doing like our own socks from the thread up. And I did some samples for them. And they just said, no, this won't work. It was just not up to the Godwana standard. So, but they also gave me some critical feedback of things that I need to change and things that I need to work on. So I went another 7 months trying to improve and everything. I think when we started working on the things that they said I should work on as a company, they saw one of our pairs somewhere. I think it was a client of ours, or I'm not sure how, but then they reached out to me again and they said, wow, we see what you're doing. Can we have a meeting and everything? And we had a meeting with them. I did some samples for them and they were happy. And I also told them about the project that I was running, the Buy One, Donate One project. So for every pair bought, we donate a pair for free. We mostly target kids at soup kitchens and everything like that. So I explained this to them, and they also wanted to support that initiative. So we did 600 pairs for them, which was a huge contribution to the Buy One, Donate One project. A huge shout out to them. They also helped connect me to a lot of people. In the process with working with them, I would say I learned more on how to work with corporate companies. They really grabbed me by the hand. They've been a huge support in the whole Kazisox journey. But then a level of Kazisox where we are today, we donated 480 pairs in 2023. It was first 60 pairs in 2022 and 480 pairs in 2023. Then we did 600 and something pairs in last year, 2024. As of current, we also do customized socks for corporates, from their customized pair to the tag, and also extra packaging that they will need. We also do that for them. Yeah, but it has been great. It has been really great. Right now, I'm chasing to donate 10,000 pairs to kids countrywide, and also trying to see of how feasible it is to have our own socks manufacturing up in Namibia. Growing up in Tutaleni, obviously in the dusty streets of Kwisepmon, I always thought great success was meant for people with certain privileges, people that lived in town, in Lagoon, people that had dads that work in certain banks, in certain offices. I mean, because life in Tutaleni wasn't easy. I mean, you will just wake up from January to December and you're just seeing shacks. You're just seeing electricity not being there, water not being available, no bread this day. All those hardships. It's not only my story, it's every kid's story in Kwisepmon. One thing that I've realized now that I'm growing up and that I'm also venturing into a lot of things, I'm seeing that success is really for those who decide that they want change in their life. And you going out there to find opportunities, find knowledge, talk to the right people, network, putting yourself out there and deciding that success is also my portion. I think I've also realized that then success is for everyone who decides to want to have a successful life. My advice that I'll give to young entrepreneurs is that get a white shirt, get yourself a chino trouser from Mr. Price or anything, get yourself some Vans or any decent shoes, and just go out there and search for the opportunities. It's okay if you don't know who to ask, where to start, but the most important thing is you must start. Just start. It's really simple. Just wake up and go. Go in town, go and ask. Just go to the coffee shop, ask people. Just start. That's the most important thing. It's to start.